Hey guys, so we do have the Moto X Force here, slash Droid Turbo 2, and I just wanted to do a quick little comparison with the Moto X Style slash Pure. These phones are kind of brothers, but the Moto X Style is a bit cheaper, well, very cheap actually compared to the Moto X Force where I am. I think the Moto X Force retails for about 600-700 euro usually, so very expensive device, and we can just have a look at how they compare, because I think they are coming with slightly different in terms of the specifications, with the Moto X Force coming with Super AMOLED 5.4 inches and LCD on the Moto X Pure here. We do have as well slightly different internals. I think Snapdragon 805 I think on the Moto X Style, and Snapdragon 810 obviously in the Force. And I think you can see that it does boot up that little bit faster because of that slightly better processor, and also it has a massive battery. You know, battery is not amazing on the Moto X Style, but it will definitely get you through a day. But power users, you know, definitely will enjoy the battery here. So I think we're getting 28%, but that should be enough to last the video. I think we were both on Android 6.0 as well, so you know, the latest Android, well, not the latest, but very nice version here. Slightly more advanced security patch level on the Force though. We do have December's, only November's is on the Style, which is interesting. So we'll just open up some apps and see how they compare day to day. Then we can have a look at the speed of the internet on both of them. So very similar there. A little bit faster I think though with this one on the Force, which is nice. And again, I think I read a review on the Droid Turbo 2 with the Verge, and they were saying that the phone doesn't feel as fast as the Style, which, you know, I'm not seeing that here really. I'm seeing very nice speeds, just as optimized as the, whoa, that's random, hang on. So slightly faster to come up with the receptacle. Quicker here though with the Play Store, which is nice. Settings. So very similar. And I think we have the clock as well. Quicker here this time. So we can have a look at game loading. We do have CSR, which is a very nice game here. So it looked like the Style actually loaded this a bit faster, which is surprising. And very similar loading the actual graphics here. Obviously you're going to be getting the Adreno, I think 430 versus the one in the Snapdragon phone on the right. So quite similar if you ask me, you know, not the huge difference I was expecting. Certainly the Style is a very optimized device. You can see a little bit faster again there. So, you know, if you're looking at these two, I wouldn't actually factor in the speed here as being a massive difference. In fact, this one come up again faster, so maybe the Style actually is a little bit better here. We can just have a look at the speed of the internet on both of them. So again, it's come up here a little bit faster. So we are on the same internet. So we'll just start with the force, and I think we're getting nice speed here. Doesn't quite touch the Edge Plus, but very nice speed nevertheless. Certainly, you know, I will be happy with that when downloading stuff. And again, we're getting some nice speeds here, but I think you're getting you can see the processor difference. I think with this coming with slightly slower speeds on the Moto X style. Snapdragon 810 is very fast when it comes to the Wi-Fi. Can just try that again just to confirm that. No, maybe I'm an idiot. So you can see it's gone up here now to 150 odd. So still can't meet the force here, but very nice nevertheless. So we can just check out some web browsing here. Obviously internet speed is important, but it's the rendering of the page which is very, you know, useful to see here, to see if we can see any differences. So quite similar here with Kotaku, which isn't a particularly demanding page. Quicker here to go back into the home page, which is nice. A little bit of a delay here, so maybe it's got stuck. There we go. We can just try GameSpot as well. Wow, very similar. Again, see, this just goes to show how well optimized the style is. Competes very nicely against high-end processor. Look at that, exactly the same. So I'm not going to give any distinction here. I don't think. You know, they're very good when it comes to the web browsing. Really, let's just try an overview page. So you can see both of them load the content very nice here. Maybe a little bit quicker to load the bottom pictures on the force, but you can see pinch to zoom works very well. You can definitely see as well slightly different in terms of the screen, obviously, with a little bit more pinkish on the style versus a cooler tone on the force. So we can just have a look as well at the multitasking. I don't anticipate any issues with this because Motorola usually handles it very well. So we did get a reload there, and the style seemed to go back into it quicker, and a little bit more reloady here. So usually they don't actually reload on the previous tests I've done with the Moto. So hello, maybe not. Phone. One thing they both could do with is like a close all button. This is sorely needed when you have like 100 apps and you want to close everything quickly. But I think they both settled down now at the same time, which is really creepy. They're both not reloading, and you can see this is kept in memory. Very nice. So we do have a point here to the style. Wonder why that is. So very nice performance here, and I think generally though all of them are quite similar except for that one. So maybe we can give it to the style, you know, to be fair, but you're not going to have a particularly bad time with the force as well. But generally, you know, you can see here there's not a really huge difference with the performance here with the Snapdragon 810. Yes, you'll get slightly faster speeds when it comes to the internet, as well as the, you know, the Wi-Fi internet speed, and some apps do open a little bit quicker. But when it comes to the multitasking, very similar, really. And you know, at the end of the day, this phone is like half the price here, and also is a lot thinner, and has a very nice bezel ratio compared to the Force here. So there's definitely reasons to go for the Moto X style / Pure. But then again, if you are a power user, as I said, you know, you're going to get better battery on the this Force here. If you're someone who's very clumsy, you know, dropping your phone, I've dropped a hammer on this and it survived, you know, and that just says it all really. It's a very durable and rugged device, which is pretty awesome. Also obviously getting the Super AMOLED display, which to me is slightly preferable, I think, to the display on the style, which is good in itself, don't get me wrong, but you know, you do want the AMOLED when it comes to the Moto X series, because we've had that since the beginning. So this is a very nice return to that particular technology. In terms of the cameras, I don't think there's going to be a huge difference there, both coming with the similar camera. It would have been nice if we saw optical image stabilization or the ultra pixel technology you get in the Nexus 6P. So I think they're going to be very similar. You know, I might test the camera when I do have some time to do that with some of the phones. But we are on the crux, obviously, with the new 2016 flagships, which are going to push things forward when it comes to the camera. Yeah, you know, what do you think? Personally, I think they're both very good phones, but they just aim towards different people. If you're a power user, you know, just go for the Force / Droid Turbo 2. It's a fantastic phone here. If you're more of a you know, budget conscious and you want a slightly bigger display, the style is, you know, not slower at all. Absolutely fantastic phone and value for money. Yeah, just a quick little comparison here between these two. Hope you found it helpful, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.